Access to safe drinking water is something most Canadians take for granted, but many Indigenous communities in Canada still face serious problems with it. A long-term drinking water advisory happens when a community's water system cannot provide safe drinking water. As of February 10th, 2026, 151 long-term advisories have been lifted, but 39 are still active in 37 communities, meaning thousands of people still must boil the water before drinking it. This project is focused on decentralized water purification systems that help fix this issue. These smaller systems can be adapted to each community's needs. To make them work, we need chemical engineers to design safe treatment processes, civil engineers to build infrastructure that works in remote areas, Indigenous community leaders to guide plans that are appropriate to the community, and public health officials to make sure the water is safe. By combining engineering, community guidance, and public health, the implementation of decentralized purification system aims to improve water quality and ensure the well-being of Indigenous communities, while also addressing long-term ethical, diversity, and accessibility issues.
Chemical engineers are responsible for providing usable water. In water treatment, they analyze what physical, chemical, and biological contaminants are present, such as sediment, bacteria, heavy metals, or organic compounds, and then choose appropriate treatment methods to remove them, such as filtration, sedimentation, chlorination, UV treatment, reverse osmosis, and nanofiltration. They apply principles of mass transfer and reaction kinetics to ensure contaminants are reduced to safe levels. Their work is crucial to ensure operational efficiency for long-term water quality protection. Civil engineers are essential in building and maintaining the physical structures that help clean and deliver safe drinking water. They are responsible for constructing water treatment plants and designing pipelines that transfer water to homes. They also play a major role in installing and maintaining the pipelines that deliver water after it's treated. These structures must be carefully constructed to avoid leaks, maintain pressure, and avoid contamination as water travels from the treatment plant to people's taps. Civil engineers ensure the regular maintenance and repairs of pipes, filters, and pumps so the system continues to work effectively.
Indigenous community leaders play a central role in planning and guiding water infrastructure projects in their communities. They give their input directly to the engineers to make sure water systems fit the needs of the people living there. First Nations communities manage and operate their own water systems, and they are involved in planning, construction, maintenance, and monitoring of those systems. Community leaders also coordinate training so people in the community can run and look after their own systems. Working together with Indigenous leaders ensures that solutions are culturally relevant and sustainable over the long term. Public health officials are responsible for protecting the health of communities by testing water on a regular basis. Trained public health staff sample and test drinking water to look for physical, chemical, and biological contaminants. They help keep drinking water safe by reviewing and sharing these results with the community. When water tests show problems, they advise the local chief and council on what actions to take. They also recommend improvements for treatment, disinfection, or distribution. This work helps communities to continuously check on water quality and act before problems become serious health risks.
Impacts on society. The project would have major impacts on both society and the environment. Socially, providing reliable access to clean drinking water improves public health by reducing illnesses caused by bacteria and contamination. It also improves quality of life, since Indigenous families will no longer need to boil water daily or rely on bottled water. Schools, healthcare centers, and local businesses can function more effectively when safe drinking water is consistently available. In the long term, reliable water systems also support economic development and community stability. From an environment point of view, decentralized water purification systems can reduce the need for large-scale construction projects that can pollute the local land and ecosystems. Smaller systems can be designed to use less energy and potentially integrate renewable energy sources like solar power.
One main ethical issue is the inequality of access to safe drinking water between Indigenous communities and the rest of Canada, since there are many water advisories still in effect in First Nation communities. There is a lack of fairness that should be addressed because these communities should have equal access to essential infrastructure despite their remote location. Another important consideration is diversity and inclusivity. Indigenous communities have different cultures and live in a different environment. Past infrastructure projects were often designed without enough consultation with Indigenous communities. Inclusive decision-making ensures that solutions respect Indigenous knowledge, values, and environment conditions. There are also accessibility issues since many Indigenous communities live in northern regions. Remote locations and limited funding make it harder to build and maintain safe water systems. Therefore, a current objective is to design water infrastructures that are accessible as well as easy to operate and maintain in these communities.
The implementation of decentralized water purification systems is a collaborative effort between chemical engineers, civil engineers, indigenous community leaders, and public health officials to improve the life quality of indigenous community. Even though there are still improvements to be done in terms of equity, diversity, and accessibility, what additional steps can our society take to support the indigenous community in Canada?